So what is the difference between JDK, JRE, and JVM? So you can just look at this picture. JDK is the outer container. JRE is contained in JDK, and JVM is part of the JRE. So JRE is the container for JVM. So what is JDK? JDK actually is called the Java Development Kit. It contains the development tools plus these runtime environment, JRE, which inside it contains JVM. So we use the JDK to, of course, write Java applications or Java programs. So it provides us the classes and libraries that we can use to create our own applications. We can use JDK with any of the commonly used IDEs, for example, Eclipse, and yeah, so you use JDK because you want to write the applications. It provides you the Java internal helper classes and libraries to write your Java programs, and then you can also run the Java programs because JDK has this Java runtime environment inside it. Uh, so this runtime environment actually converts the Java classes into the bytecode, and this bytecode can then be converted into the machine code using this JVM. You can use this JDK on any of the operating systems like Mac, Windows, Linux, Unix, or Apple. So now we come to the detailed explanation of JRE. So JRE is something that is, as I said, is used to compile and run this Java code that you have written using JDK. So of course, if you only want to run the Java code and you don't want to program it, if you want to program and run, you need the JDK because you will program and run also. But if you only want to run the code and someone has given you a written Java code, then you only need to install the JDK on your system, and that's enough for you. So JRE contains only those classes and libraries which are used to run the Java code. Okay, so JDK also contains those classes and libraries which are used to write the Java code, but JRE only contains those classes and libraries which are only used to run the Java code. For example, this bootstrapper and this class loaders, etc. So what is JVM? JVM is actually a part of JRE. It's inside the JRE. So JRE is the container, JVM is the content inside it. So JVM is the actually this virtual machine that is, actually running this, executing this bytecode, Java bytecode. Yeah, so whenever you want to, kind of remember the difference between JDK, JRE, and JVM, you must always remember that this picture, like JDK provides both classes and libraries to write Java applications and classes and libraries to run Java applications. JRE only provides Java libraries and classes to run the application only. Okay, so JDK both to run and write, this is only to run. And JVM is it's the actual virtual machine that is, providing the runtime environment to execute the bytecode. This is actually a part of JRE. So JRE is the container. So JDK is the container for both JRE and JVM. Actually, JRE because JRE has internal inside JVM, and JRE is only the container for JVM. Yeah. So that's it for this question.